Brought to you in part by Hinton Mills, Sorrel Home Medical, Harrison Memorial Hospital, Southern States, Edward Jones Investments, Bluegrass Stockyards, Farm Credit Mid-America, Van Hook Hardware, Poindexter Lumber Company, Angelo's Pizza, Hardee's of Cynthiana, First Methodist Church, State Farm Insurance Agent Joe Cochran, Snappy Tomato Pizza, El Paricatin Mexican Restaurant, Weber Farms, Maysville Community and Technical College, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Chad Eversole, and Judy Construction. And now for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford, coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Harrison County Fillies will take on the Lady Cats of Pendleton County in a decisive district game. Right now, Harrison County has a record of 4-1 against district competition, while Pendleton County, they're 2-2 against teams in our district. Basically, this is how it plays out. If Harrison County wins tonight, they'll get to play Robertson County in the first round of the district tournament, which will be held over at Robertson County. Meanwhile, if Pendleton County wins, Harrison County will play Nicholas County, because what that will do is it will set up basically a three-way tie. I'm talking about if Pendleton County wins. The three-way tie, and the way they break the ties nowadays is they go by that RPI rating, that if you've ever looked on the KHSAA website, it'll reflect what those RPI ratings are. And unfortunately, amongst the three teams that would be in a three-way tie, Harrison County, Nicholas County, and Pendleton County, Harrison County has the lowest RPI rating. This is the second time these two teams have gotten together. Back on January the 24th, not that long ago, we went up to Falmouth with Harrison County winning a tight win, 37-34. Man, the regular season has just gone by so quickly, it's hard to believe that the district tournament starts in just 3 weeks. So, as is the case, I'm sure, with all teams from across the Commonwealth, Harrison County and Pendleton County will spend these last 3 weeks trying to tweak what works, get rid of what does not, and start working on issues associated with how they want to break down their game plan for the postseason. Well, the JV game didn't go as we had hoped. Harrison County at one time held as much as a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter, but the Lady Cats came back to tie things up and eventually won in the extra session 43-36. Going to have a pretty decent crowd for tonight's game, so hopefully you'll be able to sit back and listen. We'll take a break right now and come back and tell you more about the Fillies and Lady Cats right after this timeout. You're listening to the Cynthiana Hardee's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hilltop, Harrison County and Pendleton County, about 11 and a half minutes away from the tip-off of tonight's game. Of course, one big factor that will be thrown into tonight's game is that superstar junior Lily Ashcraft for Pendleton County will not be able to play tonight because she has the flu, which evidently is going around the Pendleton County school system. They're either starting late or don't have school at all up at Pendleton County, so that flu bug has hit at least one player on the Lady Cats squad, that being Lily Ashcraft, a very important piece of the puzzle for the Pendleton County team this year, as she is a second-team All-10th Region selection, as well as a 3-year starter and the leading scorer on the year for the Lady Cats. Pendleton County has a record of 10-13 on the year. They started the season 5-3. They then started a roller coaster ride as they lost 5 straight. They then won 3 in a row before losing the last 2, including a 66-59 defeat at Paris back on Tuesday. They returned 4 starters from last season's team that finished 12-22. As we said, Ashcraft leads the team in scoring at 12 points a game, but she won't be there tonight. So that'll leave it to the other players to pick up the slack and see what they can do. Senior Madison Verst is the best long-range shooter at 37%. That 37 percentile on three-pointers is best in the 10th region. But as a team, it's not a very good shooting Pendleton County team. As a squad, they're hitting only 35% from the floor, only 26% from three-point range, and at the free throw line, they've struggled as well, making just 57% of their attempts from the charity stripe. All those numbers add up to a very low scoring average of just 45.5 points per game. Meanwhile, it's been kind of an up and down season for Harrison County as well. But over the last 3 games, the Fillies appear to have hit their stride with 3 straight wins over Robertson County, Carroll County, and 2 nights ago in their most recent game, Maysville St. Patrick. To show that this season has truly turned around, Harrison County must win tonight to not only give themselves some confidence going into district play in 3 weeks, but also to get that number 1 seed in the district tournament that every team would want to have in our district tournament. But we'll just have to wait and see. If we don't get the first seed, we don't get the first seed. We're still in the tournament, as is every team across the Commonwealth. But momentum-wise and also psychological-wise, it's going to be a really big deal that Harrison County win this game tonight. So, and I'll tell you what, the girls seem loose. They're all laughing and joking and stuff, so it's good to see that they're relaxed for tonight's game. I think that goes back to senior leadership, as we have a good group of seniors this year, and they're keeping the younger girls from getting a little bit too overwhelmed by the situation, because I'm sure that Coach Watson and his staff have done, like everybody else, emphasized how big a game this is for the Fillies tonight. Well, we'll take a break right now. Come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game between the Fillies and the Lady Cats. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, let's take a look now at the starters for tonight's game. First for the Lady Cats, Pendleton County 10-13 on the year, as we mentioned, or I don't think we mentioned, but Patrick Kelsch is the leader of this Wildcat pack, as he is in his 3rd year at the helm of the Pendleton County girls basketball program. Take a look at the Pendleton County starters. First is number 1, Madison Verst. Verst is a 5'7" senior. She's a guard and is averaging 7.2 points a game. At the other guard, getting this emergency backup start with Ashcraft on the mend with her flu, Selena Rarick. Rarick wears number 12. She's a 5'5" sophomore and is averaging 4.3 points a game. At one of the forwards is Skylar Thacker. Thacker wears number 15. She's a 5'7" senior, averaging 2.5 points a game. The other forward is Hannah Spalding. Spalding is wearing the number 30 tonight. She's a 5'9" sophomore and is averaging 8.6 points a contest. And in the middle, a 5'9" senior, number 13, Kirsten Mayer. Mayer averaging 5.5 points a game. So once again for the Lady Cats, it'll be Verst, Rarick, Mayer, Thacker, and Spalding. Offensively, Pendleton County averaging 45.5 points per game. On defense, giving up 46.7 points a contest. Now for the Harrison County Fillies, 13-10, riding the wings of a 3-game winning streak. At a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 12, Hayden Lunsford. Lunsford averaging 9.5 points a game. Another guard is Keely Custard. Custard wears the number 21. She's a 5'6" junior and is now averaging 9.2 points a game. Another guard is our point guard, Bailey Hudgens. Hudgens, a 5'6" senior who wears the number 23. She's averaging a team-high 10.7 points per game and led her team with 17 the first time these two teams got together. And at the other guard, a 5'8", 8th grader, number 1, Jersey Baker. Good to see Jersey back after missing the last 2 or 3 games with an injury. She's averaging 8.7 points a game. And at the forward, a 5'6" junior, number 30, Lauren Hicks. Hicks averaging a couple of points a game. So once again for the Fillies, it'll be Lunsford, Custard, Hudgens, Baker, and Hicks. Harrison County averaging 48.9 points per game in offense. On defense, giving up 47 points a contest, so very close to Pendleton County. On paper, Harrison County about a 6-point favorite to win this game and earn the number 1 seed in the 38th District Tournament. But while we have a chance, let's take it back to the station to Pastor Ted Beam from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray, please. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for these teams that have gathered wanting to play and have fun in the great competition. So we're asking you to move in a wonderful way. You help each of the teams to do well, to do even better than they all hope for. We ask you to help them learn even better tonight about the sportsmanship, about fair play, about those lessons that they can take throughout their lives. We ask you to protect them all from any injuries. We ask you to be with the parents and the fans, that it will be a wonderful time tonight. Lift both schools to you, both teams, the coaches, the officials. Will you hold them all, please, in the palm of your hand? In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Ted Beam, pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. And we hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All right, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County and Pendleton County about to face each other for the 91st time in the team's histories. Harrison County owns a rather large lead in the all-time series, 62-28. Here on the Hilltop, Harrison County's record against the Lady Cats, 31-13. It's a series that began back in December of 1974 when Harrison County hosted the Lady Cats and sent them home with a 44-37 loss. Since he's been the head coach of the Fillies, Bill Watson's record against Pendleton County, 2-3, so he'll try to even that up with a win here tonight. So there's a history of this rivalry between two contiguous counties, one to the north and one to the south. As far as the upcoming schedule for our other winter sports, the Fillies, along with tonight's game, will be back in action on Saturday when we'll head to Knightstown, Indiana to play at the Hoosier Gym. It's the gym that was used mainly for the movie Hoosiers. You might remember with Gene Hackman and some other stars in there. Dennis, what's Dennis's name? The guy that plays the parent who's an alcoholic. Famous actor, Dennis something. But anyway, I think they used like 4 different venues for the Hoosiers Gymnasium, and the one we're playing at on Saturday is one of them. That game will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll take on Lewis County in that particular ball game. Then on Wednesday, the Fillies will head on the road up to Paris to take on the Lady Hounds. Meanwhile, the Breds will be in action tomorrow night against Pendleton County. Big game for the Thoroughbreds as they try to get the number 1 seed on the boys' side. When these two teams got together back a couple of weeks ago up in Falmouth, it was an exciting one, with Harrison County winning in double overtime, 55-53. Saturday, they'll play Augusta. That'll be a 4 o'clock JV game 5:30 varsity game. So make plans now to attend Augusta. Well, the colors are being presented by the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC. So what we'll do is take a listen to the national anthem, after which we'll take a break and then come back with a tip-off of tonight's game between Pendleton County and Harrison County. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner.
Airman Jordan Monter and Cadet Airman First Class Ian Robinson.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Bluegrass Stockyards Lexington is located just off I-75 at exit 120 and has many loading docks. To stay up to date with Bluegrass Stockyards, visit bgstockyards.com. From there, you can view market reports, loads and groups, and you can even watch the auctions online. Once again, visit bgstockyards.com, and don't forget every Monday and Tuesday at 9 a.m., Bluegrass Stockyards Lexington's cattle sale.
Sometimes it's good to know that you don't have to drive all No matter the season, we say go Reds and go Breads. Come down and see the boys.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Fillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Alrighty, we're just moments away from getting the game tipped off. Kirsten Mayer will be jumping center for Pendleton County. On the opposite side of the midcourt stripe for the Fillies will be Hayden Lunsford. So we're about to get this game underway. The 13-10 Fillies against the 10-13 Lady Cats. So said Harrison County about a 6-point favorite. Trying to sweep the series. Ball is up, and the tap controlled by Pendleton County's Wildcats. With the basketball across the timeline comes Rarick. She'll give it to Verst. Verst back to Rarick on the near side. Rarick taking over as the point guard tonight in Ashcraft's absence. Passes to the far side, long range to Spalding. Spalding back up top to Verst. Verst to the near side. We'll find make that Rarick. Over on the right side to Verst. Back up top, she'll find Mayer. Mayer, pass to the left side beyond the arc to Thacker. Thacker to the top of the key, finds Spalding. Spalding takes a dribble forward, then backs it back out again, and will get it near the time circle to Rarick. Rarick over to the far side to Verse. Verse to the top of the key to Thacker. Now on the left side, long range. She'll find Rarick again. All this happening behind the 25-foot mark. With the basketball now, Mayer, she goes inside the arc, passes to the far sideline to Verst. Back up top to Rarick again. Rarick crosses over her dribble, gives the ball into the hands of Thacker. Thacker from the left elbow, looking for help as she's picked up her dribble. Still looking, and now lobs to Rarick on the far side. So obviously the strategy for Pendleton County is to make this game as short as possible. Spalding with the basketball goes baseline, tracked by Baker, and Baker will knock it out of her hands and out of bounds. Lady Cats have already run a minute 16 off the clock. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Verst. Verst gets it in the paint to Mayer. Mayer goes to the basket and lays it in. Kirsten Mayer helps her team draw first blood as they take a 2-0 lead. 6.5 left to go in the first quarter of play. Over on the far side, Hudgens has it for Harrison County. Stops at the top of the key, gets it down on the baseline to Baker. Baker drives, gets the ball on the block to Hicks. Hicks back to Baker. Her shot off the glass is going to be a little too hard, no good. And the rebound brought in by Mayer. Into the front court come the Lady Cats. Here's a three by Spalding. It's no good, but the rebound is picked up by Thacker. And now we want to have a pass towards the corner be knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. So Pendleton County with the 2-0 lead will maintain possession. First, from the baseline, lobs it out top and into the hands of Mayer. Mayer drives, cut off by Lunsford. She'll get it back on the wing on front of the stable to Rarick. Rarick brings the ball back inside the center circle. Looks left, passes right, now gets it into the hands of Verst for an open three, probably good. Well, you can't let the best three-point shooter in the 10th region to be that open as Madison Verst puts her team up 5-0. 5:40 on the clock here in the first quarter. Across the timeline comes Custer to the left side, finds Hudgens. Hudgens drives baseline, kicks it inside to Hicks. Hicks back on the wing, throws the ball away. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Rarick. Rarick, coast to coast, misses the shot. Thacker, though, is there. Misses it. Mayer is there. She misses it as well. And as we come out of the scrum, the foul is going to be called on Pendleton County. It's going to be on Thacker, her first. So down 5-0, Harrison with the basketball. This time Custer will bring the ball to the front court. 5:13 left to go on the first quarter. Hicks down on a backdoor cut, gets the ball to Hudgens, but she misses the layup. And the rebound is pulled in by Thacker. Up the floor and into the front court come the Lady Cats. In between the circles, Mayer has it now to the left side to Verst. Back up top to Mayer in between the circles. Mayer looks to the left side, passes that direction to Rarick, who will bring the ball back inside the center circle. A pass in front of the stable now to Verst. Lobs it to Thacker. Thacker in the paint. Cut off by Hicks, looking for help. Gets to the top of the key to Mayer. Her three-point try is good. Kirsten Mayer with 5 points, and that will prompt Coach Watson to call a timeout as he is not pleased with what he sees. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Harrison County has yet to score against the short-handed Lady Cats, who are executing their game plan, thinking just as they wanted to, as they lead by a score of 8-0, despite the fact that Skylar Thacker is not playing. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give a Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Fillies. Out of the timeout, Custer will bring the ball across the timeline. Drifts to the right side, lob to Hicks at the elbow. Now Hicks will give the ball to Custer. Custer to the blocker, shot off the glass is good. So Keeley gets Harrison County on the board as they trail 8-2. 4:18 on the clock here in the first quarter. With the basketball inside the center circle now is Rarick. Rarick guarded on the man-to-man by Custer. Gives the ball off to Spalding. Spalding back on the far wing to Verst. Verst drives against Lunsford's defense, gets it in the corner to Mayer, back up top to Spalding, to the left side to Rarick. In between the circles finds Mayer once again. Mayer in the corner to Spalding. Spalding drives, cut off by Custard. Now we'll get it on the wing on the far side. And now Verst has it, back between the circles to Spalding, to the left side to Rarick. Rarick guarded by Baker. Now crosses over a dribble, drops it. Loose ball on the floor, picked up, and a foul is going to be called on Rarick as she tried to get the ball away from Baker. It'll be Rarick's first personal foul. So down 8-2, Harrison County with the basketball. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. With the basketball on the right side, Hicks gets it down on the baseline to Hudgens. Hudgens in the corner finds a wide open Custard. Her three is going to be long. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Thacker. And here come the Lady Cats, up by half a dozen. In the front court, up top is Mayer for a three try. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a tie-up. Alternating possession arrow faces Harrison County's way. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Across the timeline comes Custard. Goes into the paint, spins, puts up a 10-footer, no good off the flange, and on the rebound, a foul is going to be committed by Hicks. That'll be Hicks's first personal foul. So Pendleton County is led all the way. I'll have the ball. Spalding with it. Goes across the timeline and into the front court where she'll find Rarick at the top of the key. She'll hand it off to Verst over to the far side to Mayer. Mayer falls down. They're going to say it was because of a foul on Harrison County's Hudgens. That'll be Hudgens' first personal foul. Over at the far side, Mayer from the hash mark gets the ball inbounds to Rarick. Rarick guarded on the man-to-man by Custard this time. Dribbles back to the right side. Now we'll get it into the hands of Mayer, but not before a 5-second call as assist. So on the turnover, give the ball back to the Fillies. Good job defensively that time as we kind of ratcheted up our D since that timeout by Coach Watson. Phillies still trail, though, 8-2. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. In the front court, Baker on the left side. Baker lobs the ball in the paint to Hudgens. Hudgens to the elbow, throws the ball away from Hicks. Trying to chase it down was Custard, but she is unsuccessful. So give the ball back to Pendleton County. Both teams now with 2 turnovers in the ball game. From the near sideline, inbound the ball Spalding to Thacker, back to Spalding again. Spalding in the paint, has the ball stripped away from behind by Hudgens. Hudgens up the floor, 2-on-3. Gets it on the wing to Lunsford for 3. Count it down. Our first Joe Cochran out of State Farm three-pointer comes off the hand of Hayden Lunsford, who cuts the deficit in half and gets her team back to within 3 at 8-5. In the front court, Thacker hands the ball off to Rarick. Rarick, a bounce pass to the near side to Spalding. Spalding in the paint finds Mayer. Mayer goes to the block. Her shot short. Rebound is picked up by Hicks. And here come the Fillies in the other direction. Into the front court. Shot put up no good by Baker. But with the rebound this time is Pendleton County. Here's a 3 fired up by Rarick. That's no good. Offside rebound picked up by Lunsford. Lunsford in the front court. Fires away from three-point range. No good off the flange. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. So 1:16 left to go in the first quarter. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Lunsford. Lunsford looking, gets it to Custard for a 15-footer good. 4 points now for Keeley, and Harrison County is back to within 1 at 8-7. 1:07 left to go in the first quarter. Into the front court, Thacker from the block. Kicks it out on the wing to Verst. Verst goes baseline, hands it off to Thacker. Thacker lobs the ball up top to Mayer. Ball fake. Mayer in the paint. Floater. Going to be short. And the rebound picked up by Baker. Baker in the paint on the opposite side. Puts up a shot. Rolls off the front of the rim. No good. But they're also going to call a traveling call anyway. So the basket would not have counted even had she made it. Couple of subs coming in for the Fillies. Maddie Carson, 5'2 senior, averaging 2.5 points a game. Also Savannah Kennedy. Kennedy averaging 2 points a game. She's a 5'9 sophomore. Up by 1. Lady Cats with the basketball. Into the front court comes Rarick. Rarick to the far side to Spalding. Spalding gets away from the defense of Lunsford. Now kicks it into the corner to Verst. Verst back out beyond the arc to Spalding. 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pass to Mayer. Now in the corner. A three is up and no good by Pendleton County. And the rebound is picked up by Custard. In the front court finds Hudgens. Hudgens goes baseline. Double team. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by Mayer. With 8 seconds left, Pendleton County with the ball. First, up top to Mayer. Mayer with 3. Mayer with 2. Gets to Rarick. From the corner, a 3 at the buzzer is no good. And that is the way that the first quarter will end with your score. Pendleton County 8 and Harrison County 7. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County scores the last 5 points of the first quarter to go into the second quarter down by just 1, 8-7 after trailing by as many as 6. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. Pendleton County with the basketball to begin the second quarter. In there is Savannah Rarick. Savannah Rarick, a 5'5 sophomore, averaging 1.9 for the Lady Cats. In the front court, Spalding has it in the paint. Shot blocked. This time by Kennedy. And Kennedy gets the rebound as well. Nice job that time by the sophomore. Into the front court come the Fillies. Also in for Pendleton County. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, Kylie Dunn, 5'9 sophomore, averaging 2.2. Here's a shot put up, no good by Hudgens. And Spalding gets the rebound. Up the floor come Lady Cats, leading by 1. But now nearly a steal by Lunsford. But a whistle, and they're going to call a foul. So Lunsford picks up her first personal foul. That's going to be on Hudgens. That'll be Hudgens in second. Baker checks back in as Hudgens will have a seat with those 2 personal fouls. From across the way, inbounding the ball at the hash mark will be Mayer. She'll throw it into the backcourt to Selena Rarick. Make sure I get both Raricks in there. Here's a pass inside. Knocked away once again by Kennedy. And Harrison County with the ball. Lunsford gets the ball down on the baseline to Baker. On the wing to Carson for 3. No good. Rebound is chased down out top and finally grabbed by Baker. Baker goes into the block, gets it to Kennedy in the corner, but Kennedy unable to handle it on the turnover, give the ball back to Pendleton County. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Pendleton County with the lead in the ball. Dunn races to the basket, makes the shot, and she is fouled. And Dunn will have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Dunn had 5 points the first time these two teams got together. Now gives her team a 10-7 lead. Make it 11-7 as she finishes the old-fashioned three-point play. 6:44 left to go in the first half. Cross timeline, Custard gets in the paint to Baker. Baker to the basket, misses the layup, and the rebound is pulled in by Spaulding. Up the floor come the Lady Cats. Here's a pass down low intended for Mayer. It's a little bit too low for her. So the 5th turnover of the game for Pendleton County gives the ball back to the Fillies. Well, you have a big group to feed. The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Down by 4, Harrison County into the front court. In the corner, Carson lobs the ball to Kennedy. It's going to be knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Spaulding. So inbound the ball from the baseline. It'll be Lunsford. Gets it in the corner to Custard. Custard on the wing to Carson. Fires a 3. No good, short. And the rebound fought for and dug out of there by Mayer. She has 4 rebounds here in the first half. Into the front court come the Lady Cats. Verst has it at the elbow. Gets it to Dunn. Dunn to the basket. Makes it. Dunn with 5 points here in the second quarter. She puts her team up by 6, 13-7. 5:45 left to go in the first half. Baker to the left side finds Custard long range. In between the circles to Lunsford. Lunsford back to Custard on the baseline to Kennedy. She'll get it back up top to Carson. Pass to the right side to Lunsford. Now back up top to Carson once again. Carson gets it into the hands of Custard, who will reset the offense from inside the center circle. Her team trailing 13-7. Custard surveys the Pendleton County defense, gets the ball to the left side to Lunsford, makes that Baker for a 3. It's no good. And on the rebound, a foul is going to be called on Kennedy. That'll be Kennedy's second personal foul. Hicks will check back into the ball game now. But it's Pendleton County who has the ball. Spaulding inbounds the ball to Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick up the floor, across the timeline on the far side of the circle, and gets it to Spaulding to the foul line, finds Dunn. Dunn back to Spaulding, drops it. Loose ball picked up by Harrison County's Lunsford. A floater in the lane is no good for about 12 feet away, and the rebound is picked up by Mayer. Into the front court come the Lady Cats, but down they throw the ball away. Loose ball picked up by Custard. We got numbers. Custard down on the baseline to Hicks. Has her shot blocked out of bounds by Spaulding. Good anticipation that time by the sophomore for the Lady Cats. Now, despite 2 fouls, Bailey Hudgens will check in for Carson. From her own baseline, Custard to trigger the inbounds pass. Harrison still looking for their first points of the second quarter. Lunsford from the corner for 3. Rims out, no good. And it's once again Dunn who brings up the rebound. Into the front court come the Lady Cats. In between the circles is Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick calls out the play from inside the center circle. A pass in front of the Harrison bench to Mayer. Mayer looking, gets it to the top of the key and into the hands of Dunn, who get it over on the far side. Back to Dunn on the near side once again. Dunn up top to Spaulding, has her pass picked off by Lunsford, who'll go the other way and lays it in. Hayden Lunsford with Harrison County's first points of the second quarter, gets her team back to within 2 at 11-9. Midway through this second quarter with the basketball, Selena Rarick over on the far side finds Verst. Now up top to Mayer. Mayer in the paint, almost fell down. Now the ball gets away, and as bodies hit the floor going after that loose ball, we're going to have a jump ball with the possession arrow facing Harrison County's way. Kennedy back in for Harrison County. For Pendleton County, checking in will be Thacker. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more about it. Down 13-9, Harrison County with the basketball. Over on the right side, a 3 by Hudgens is very short, no good. Rebound picked up by Lunsford. She'll put it back up, no good, but it hits off of the support wire. So give the ball back to Pendleton County. Kennedy back in, trying to save Hudgens as much as possible with those 2 personal fouls. 13-9, Pendleton County up. 3:27 left in the first half. Across the timeline comes Verst, lobs it over into the stable. That's now 9 turnovers for the Lady Cats. Harrison County has 4. Hudgens will check back in. It's here in the first quarter. Coach Watson doing some situational substituting, trying to put the best team out on the floor. So down by 4, Harrison County with the basketball. Custard across the timeline. Harrison's trailed by as many as 6. Lunsford up top to Custard. Gets to the left side to Baker for a 3, and it's going to be short. Rebound on the floor is going to be dug out of there by Hudgens. Here's a shot put up from three-point range once again by the Phillies. This time it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Harrison. So we're just not able to find that long shot. Kennedy back in. Harrison County now 1 for 9 from beyond the perimeter. 2:56 left to go. Against full court pressure, the pass intended for Mayer is knocked out of bounds by Baker. So the Lady Cats will maintain possession. Trying to throw another defense at these girls from Pendleton County to see if we can maybe shake them up a little bit. Spalding facing that full court pressure, and now we're going to have a traveling call on Spalding, who was not supposed to move her feet. Hudgens back in for Harrison County. Coming back in for Pendleton County will be Savannah Rarick. From her own baseline, Custard to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it in the corner to Lunsford. Back on the wing to Hudgens. Hudgens on the near side to Custard. Custard, a floater from 10. Good! 6 points for Custard. And Harrison County gets back to it in 2 at 13-11. 2:40 left to go here in the first half. Here's a 3 from the top of the key by Mayer. Dies on the flange and goes right through. So her second tray. And Harrison County finds themselves down once again. This time 16-11. 2:24 left to go in the first half. Custer with the basketball inside the center circle. Yo-yos the ball a bit as Pendleton County back into the 3-2 zone. Now a pass to Hicks. And that ball is knocked away, but Hicks is there to pick up the loose ball. Pass on the other side to Custard. Now on the wing to Lunsford for 3. No good. Rebound is brought down by Thacker, and she had Baker come over her back. That'll be Baker's first personal foul. So with the 5-point lead at 16-11, 2 minutes left to go, Savannah Rarick gets the ball to Spalding. Spalding across the timeline on the far side of the midcourt circle. She'll go down on the baseline and kicks it on the wing to Thacker. Thacker hands the ball back to Selena Rarick. She'll put up a floater, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Pendleton County as Lauren Hicks accepts the charge. Coming back in for Harrison Hudgens for Pendleton County Verst. Both coaches on a little bit of a chess match right now. 16-11 your score. Harrison County down by 5. They trailed at the quarter break 8-7, so they've been outscored 8-4 here in the second. In the front court, Lunsford gets it out top to Baker, now into the hands of Custard. She'll get it inside the paint to Hudgens. Hudgens in the corner to Lunsford for 3, in and out. Rebound pulled in by Mayer, and here come the Lady Cats again. Mayer gets the ball to Verst in between the circles, back to the left side to Mayer. Mayer, bounce pass in between the circles to Savannah Rarick. Savannah Rarick being trucked by Custard, and now we're going to have a quick timeout called by Pendleton County as Coach Kelsch saw that a steal was about to happen. 1:08 left to go in the first half. Pendleton County behind by a score of 16-11. Pendleton County leading 16-11 with 1:08 left in the first half. Very much a surprise without Lily Ashcraft, their star player who has the flu. Unable to be here, but her team has picked up the slack at least so far. Harrison County just unable to make a basket, which has been an issue all season long. Harrison County now 6 for 26 from the floor. Out of the timeout, Pendleton County will have the ball over at the far sideline near the hash mark. Inbounding the ball will be Mayer. Following her over there is Verst. Mayer gets the ball to Verst near the timeline. Faced by Kennedy, and now a steal, nearly a steal. And they're not going to say that Lunsford caused the ball to hit off of Spalding's leg. So another turnover for the Lady Cats, and Hudgens back in the ballgame. We need a basket. Harrison County with just 7 points in the first quarter and with just 4 points here in the second quarter with a minute left to go. With the basketball, Custard drifts to the right side, gets to the top of the key to Lunsford. Lunsford on the wing to Hicks. Skip past the near side to Baker. Baker drives in the paint, kicks it to Hicks. Her 10-footer is good. There you go. First points of the night for Hicks. Harrison County gets back to within 3 at 16-13. 38 seconds left. And now a 3 is good by Selena Rarick. That's Selena Rarick's first basket of the night. Puts her team up 19-13. Now a missed shot by Harrison County, and Spalding gets the rebound. In the front court with the basketball, Lady Cats, 14 seconds left. Here's a 3 fired up, no good by Savannah Rarick. Get our Raricks straightened out here. So down by 6, Harrison County with the basketball and 10 seconds left. Trying to get a basket going into the locker room. Custard gets the ball into the front court, pass to the left side to Hudgens. Hudgens goes baseline, pulls up, gets it out top to Lunsford for 3, no good, short. And the ball will go out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left to go. Back in the game, Kennedy returns. Wow, who would have ever thought this? Inbounds pass comes to Spalding, who will hold on to it, and that will bring us to the end of the first half of play with your score: Pendleton County 19, Harrison County 13. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll have our halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. Go over all the scoring and stats from this first half coming up right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score here on the Hilltop in a decisive game in our district. It's Pendleton County 19, Harrison County 13. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Farm with Southern States Co-op in Cynthiana. Whether you need feed for dogs, chickens.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County finds themselves trailing the Lady Cats of Pendleton County by a score of 19-13 here at the break. It's a game that has been controlled the entire way by the Lady Cats. Harrison County did get back to within 1 just before the end of the first quarter, but the second quarter was owned by the Lady Cats as they extended what was just a 1-point lead out to 6. Taking a look at the scoring. First for Pendleton County in the first half, they're led by Kirsten Mayer, who has 8 points here at the break, including a couple of 3-pointers. on the year. Mayer is only shooting 26% from beyond the arc. Also scoring for Pendleton County, Kylie Dunn has 5 and 3 points each by Madison Verst and Savannah Rarick, each of those girls getting a 3-pointer. Also playing but not scoring were Skylar Thacker, Hannah Spalding, and Selena Rarick. For Harrison County, the Phillies had only 3 players score, led by Keely Custard, 6. Hayden Lunsford has 5, and Lauren Hicks has 2. Also playing but not scoring, Bailey Hudgens, Jersey Baker, and Savannah Kennedy. That's the way the individual numbers break down. We'll take a break, come back, and tell you what the team stats look like right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Pendleton County 19, Harrison County 13. You're listening to the State Farm at Joe Cochran halftime show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Age and genetics, nutrition is one of the 3 main factors.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Stats in the first half. Harrison County, as you might imagine, very cold. 6 of 28 from the floor. That's 21.4%. They attempted 12 trays and made just 1. Meanwhile, Pendleton County, 7 of 19. That's 36.8%. They attempted 10 from beyond the perimeter and made 4. Harrison County failed to go to the free throw line in the first half, while Pendleton County was 1 for 100%. Turnovers. I mean, this is where Harrison County should be winning this game. The Phillies have committed only 4 turnovers so far, while Pendleton County has committed 11 turnovers, and we're just not able to take advantage. Rebounding battle was won by Pendleton County as well, 16-8. 4 offensive and 12 defensive rebounds for the Lady Cats. They were led in that stat by Kirsten Mayer, who has 6 points. Meanwhile, for the Phillies, 2 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds for their 8. They had a couple of players with 2, Hayden Lunsford and Jersey Baker. So that's the way their team stats stack up here after one half of play. Once again, I want to congratulate our girls bowling team and Boston Reynolds. They have been participating in the state bowling tournament both yesterday and today, and will be participating again tomorrow, I think. But congratulations for even being there for our girls bowling team and Boston Reynolds. Also a reminder that this coming Saturday, our boys wrestling team will be involved in the Madison Southern Invitational over in Berea. So best of luck to Coach Ashbrook and his boys wrestling team at Madison Southern on Saturday. Well, both teams are out on the floor going through their halftime warm-up, so we'll invite you to stay tuned as we'll take a break and come back with the third quarter handoff right after this timeout. You've been listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran at State Farm. And once again, our halftime score, Pendleton County 19, Harrison County 13. You've been listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. We've still got a half to go. Harrison County down by 6, but our Phillies have been here before. We've had a kind of a disturbing trend going on throughout the season in which we fall behind in the first quarter, but then come back in the second quarter and third quarter. So hopefully that will be the same case here tonight. Wow. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Pendleton County will have the ball to begin things here in the third quarter, and they instantly throw the ball away. Loose ball is tied up by Keely Custard. Alternating possession arrow will give the ball back to the Phillies. Now, come on, let's convert on this. Inbounds pass will come to Custard. She'll jog the ball into the front court, facing the Pendleton County zone. Here pass to the left side to Baker, back up top to Custard once again. She'll go to the foul line. Jump shot from there is going to be short, and the rebound on the floor is picked up by Mayer. Here we go. Into the front court, Mayer, top of the key for the open three. In and out this time. And the rebound pulled in by Hicks. Hicks brings the ball to the front court herself, gets the ball to Baker. Baker to the far side to Custard, up top to Baker once again. Baker in the corner, or short of the corner, a 15-footer is good. Jersey Baker's first points, and Harrison County is back to within 4 at 19-15. Opening minute of the third quarter with the basketball. Spalding for Pendleton County gets it into Mayer's hands. Now in front of her own bench to Verst. Verst lobs the ball inside to Spalding. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass is going to be Verst. Verst looking, lobs it to the top of the key to Spalding, fakes the three, goes down to the block. Shot no good, but a foul is going to be called on Hicks. And you talk about a touch foul. That is a terrible call. Lauren barely touched her. That'll be 2 fouls on Hicks, though, and we'll send Spalding to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, Spalding, a 53% free throw shooter, looking for her first point of the night. Had 9 the first time these two teams got together. First free throw is in and out, no good. So both Hudgens and Hicks, as well as Kennedy, with 2 fouls for Harrison. Second free throw for the sophomore is all going to bounce in there. Took about 5 hops off of the back of the iron before going down, but go down it did, and increasing her team's lead to 20-15. 6:43 left to go in the third. Hicks lobs the ball down low to Hudgens, knocked away from behind by Spalding, and Pendleton County gets the loose ball. Spalding in the front court gets the ball to Mayer, in the corner to Selena Rarick. Up top, here's a three by Verst, good. Do not leave Verst alone. Her second tray of the night puts her Lady Cats up 23-15. That's their biggest lead of the ball game. Into the front court comes Custard. Pass to the right side to Baker, in between the circles to Lunsford. Back to Baker on the right side. Baker, a wraparound pass, and we're going to have a foul call on Mayer going for the steal. Actually, that's on Thacker. That'll be Thacker's second. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Lunsford. Lunsford lobs it out top, and it's stolen away by Mayer. Man, come on, girls. Up the floor comes Spalding. Her pass intended in the corner to Selena Rarick is knocked out of bounds by Lunsford. Pendleton County will maintain possession. From in front of her own bench, Verst gets the ball inbounds to Mayer. Mayer gets it on the wing on the near side to Selena Rarick. Back up top to Verst. Verst hands the ball to Mayer at the top of the key to the left side to Thacker at the elbow extended. Now to Spalding. Spalding goes baseline, cut off by Lunsford. Now puts up a 10-footer, no good, just barely grazed the rim, and Custard comes down with the rebound. Into the front court, the Fillies. Hudgens in between the circles finds Custard. Custard in the corner, gets the ball to Baker. Baker lobs the ball to the top to Hudgens. Her 15-footer is good. First points of the game for Bailey Hudgens. And now a 30-second timeout called by Harrison County. They trail 23-17 with 5:25 on the clock here in the third quarter, so things are not rosy yet, but maybe that basket by Hudgens will get our offense kick-started. I don't know. We just don't seem to have much energy tonight for whatever reason. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Fillies. Out of the timeout, Harrison County will be applying full court man pressure. Baker on the ball, Verst trying to throw it in. Verst looking, lobs it, and it's going to be caught by Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick goes all the way. Her layup is no good, but a foul is going to be called on Hicks. Hicks was trying to line up for the charge, but they called a block instead, and that'll be 3 fouls on Lauren Hicks. That'll send Selena Rarick to the line. Selena on the year, a 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is no good, however. She will have another to try to get her team a 7-point lead with 5:21 left in the third. Second free throw is going to drop in there, good. So Selena Rarick puts her team up 24-17. 5:17 left to go in the third. Custard with the basketball. Pass to the left side to Hudgens. Hudgens kicks it back between the circles to Baker in the paint to Hicks to Lunsford. Back up top to Baker for 3. Yes! Another State Farm and Joe Cochran three-pointer. And Harrison County is back to it in 4 at 24-20. 4:54 left to go in the third. With the basketball, a 3 fired up by Pendleton County is no good. And Pendleton County is able to get the offensive rebound. From the right side, Spalding for 3, and it's good. Hannah Spalding with her first tray. And she puts her team back up by 7, 27-20. Here's a shot put up by Harrison County, no good. Goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to Pendleton County. It's like we're sleepwalking through this thing. 4:29 left in the third. Full court pressure by Harrison. Verst lobs it in to Rarick. Selena Rarick into the front court to Mayer. Mayer to Spalding. And now Spalding. Oh, they're going to call Hicks for the block. And that'll be 4 fouls on Lauren Hicks. Don't know what to do. Kennedy will check back in as Spalding will go to the line. She's 1 for 2 from the line today. 27-20 your score. Pendleton County up and trying to make it more. First free throw by the sophomore Spalding is on the way and good. Spalding now puts her team up 28-20 with 4:25 on the clock. Second free throw is going to also be good. She has 6 points here in the third quarter, and her team has a 29-20 edge. That's the biggest of the ball game. Baker on the right side, long range, gets it into between the circles to Lunsford, to the left wing to Hudgens for a three, bounces off, no good, and Thacker comes away with the rebound for the Lady Cats. Into the front court with the basketball comes Pendleton County's Mayer. Mayer, a bounce pass to the near side, long range to Spalding. Spalding hands the ball to Selena Rarick. Rarick being tracked by Lunsford. Now crosses over her dribble to the top of the key where she'll hand the ball to Verst. Verst looking into the left elbow, gets the ball to Mayer. Mayer goes to the block, her shot off the glass is good. 10 points now for Kirsten Mayer, and the Lady Cats lead by double digits, 31-20. 3:33 left to go in the third. Boy, we need a basket in the worst way. Lunsford fires a tray. Yes! Another Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer by Hayden Lunsford. And Harrison County is back to it in 8 at 31-23, needing a defensive stop here. With the basketball is Spalding, taken away by Custard. And here we head the other direction. Custard gets the ball to Lunsford, up top to Custard again. Custard in the paint, bounce pass intended for Kennedy is off of Kennedy's hands and out of bounds. So give the ball back to Pendleton County. They lead 31-23 with 3:02 left in the third. Still lots of basketball to be played. Full court pressure by Harrison, but Selena Rarick breaks it, gets into the front court to Verst, to Mayer. Up top, she'll find Selena Rarick again. Selena Rarick dribbles to a couple of times to the right side before handing it off to Mayer, who will back up inside the center circle. Now gets the ball tapped away from behind, but a foul is going to be called on Baker. Now it'll be Baker's second. So Harrison starting to run into a little bit of foul trouble. Hicks with 4 and 3 players with 2. Inbounds pass comes to Thacker. She'll hand it inside the circle to Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick passed the ball on the wing to Mayer. Mayer in the corner to Verst. Back to Mayer on the wing. Fakes a three. Moves inside the arc. Goes to the block. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Kennedy. Nice defense that time by the sophomore. But Pendleton County maintains possession, leading by 8 with 2:30 left to go in the third. Verst to trigger the inbounds pass. Verst looking. Lobs it up top to Thacker. And now Thacker is going to travel as she just couldn't get her footing after catching that pass. Back in the ball game, Dunn returns for Pendleton County, replacing Thacker. So the Fillies down by 8. Let's get some points here. Custard across the timeline. Surveys the defense for Pendleton County. A pass to the right side goes through the hands of Lunsford and out of bounds. Concentrate! Watch the ball into your hands. Inbounds pass will come to Selena Rarick. Rarick, guarded by Custard as she comes across the timeline, goes to the wing on the near side, drops it, picks it back up, double teamed, and that will be followed by a full timeout by Pendleton County. We'll take it as well. 2:12 left to go in the third, your score. Harrison County trailing Pendleton County 31-23. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Trailed by 6 at the half, and right now they're down by 8, and Pendleton County has the basketball. At El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Here's a pass inside, shot put up, no good, and the rebound is going to be off of Harrison County, they're going to say. So the Lady Cats will maintain possession. From her own baseline, Verst to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it into the hands of Mayer. Now on the wing to Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick in the paint. A floater from 10 is going to be in there for Selena Rarick. That's her first field goal of the game. Puts her team up 33-23. 153. Now a floater in the lane by Custard is no good, but she is fouled and will go to the line for two. Foul is on Kylie Dunner first. So Custard at the line on the year, a 68% free throw shooter. Has half a dozen points. First free throw is good. Eases her team back to a single-digit deficit at 33-24. 151 left to go. Second free throw is also good by Keeley. Harrison trails 33-25. Against the full court pressure, the inbounds pass comes to Selena Rarick. Ball knocked away by Hudgens, but Rarick picks up the loose ball, then brings it into the front court. Now gets it to Spalding from the block. Her shot off the glass is good, and she's fouled. And Spalding will go to the line for one to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Makes the score 35-25. With 1:39 left to go in the third. She is 3 for 4 from the line here in the third quarter. Free throw up and good. And with that, the Lady Cats back to an 11-point advantage at 36-25. Into the front court comes Custard. Goes to the right elbow, hands it off to Lunsford. Lunsford almost traveled, gets it to the far side of the court to Custard. Custard on the wing, up top to Lunsford for three. No good off to the left. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Selena Rarick. Into the front court come the Lady Cats. Here's a pass to Mayer on the wing to Spalding for three. Barely grazes the rim. Chase for the rebound, goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Lady Cats. So Harrison County with the ball, down by 11. And I've said it many times tonight, we need a bucket. Custard will bring the ball into the front court. Inside the center circle, drifts to the left side, long range. Now a pass back to Baker. Baker in between the circles to Custard. Now in the corner finds Lunsford. Back out top to Custard. Over to the right side, she'll find Baker. Baker a bounce pass in the paint to Hudgens. In the corner finds Lunsford for three. No good off the front of the rim. Baker with the rebound. Her putback is good. Good follow that time by the 8th grader. And Harrison County is back to within 9 at 36-27. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. Now a steal by the Fillies. Lunsford gets the ball to Hudgens. Hudgens in the corner in front of her own bench. Now triple teamed, and a foul is going to be called on Selena Rarick. That'll be Selena Rarick's first. Comes with 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Lunsford will inbounds the ball from the hash mark. Be nice to get a bucket here of some type before we go to the fourth quarter. Lunsford in the backcourt finds Baker. Baker crosses the timeline on the near side of the midcourt circle. Now drives into the paint. Dishes it off in the corner to Lunsford for three. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Custard. Keeley's putback is no good. And now with the rebound is Spalding. Into the front court with the basketball. She'll get the ball with 3 seconds left down on the block. Turns around, a jumper at the buzzer is no good. So at the end of three quarters, your score, Pendleton County 36, Harrison County 27. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County down by 9 as we begin the fourth quarter. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. Pendleton County will have the ball to begin things here into the fourth quarter. Spalding to the foul line to Thacker. Thacker gives the ball back to Selena Rarick. Back on the wing on the near side to Verst. Verst will take an extra step just before she threw the ball to Selena Rarick. That's now 15 turnovers committed by Pendleton County, and they still lead by 9. Harrison has committed 8. Inbounds pass comes to Custard. Custard crosses the center circle. Gets it to the right side, long range. Now steps inside the arc, goes to the baseline, cut off by Thacker. And now we'll get a bounce pass to Baker, whose shot is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Selena Rarick. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Cats. Verst gets the ball to Selena Rarick on the near side in front of her own bench. She'll now dump it down the baseline to Thacker. Thacker inside to Mayer. Hook shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hicks. And here come the Fillies the other direction, and they throw the ball away. Loose ball picked up by Spalding, who puts it up and in. That's 11 second half points for Hannah Spalding. And the lead goes back up to 11 at 38-27. Under 7 to go. Baker with the basketball in the corner finds Lunsford back on the wing to Baker again to the foul line to Hudgens. Hudgens lobs the ball over everybody's head and out of bounds. So give the ball back to Pendleton County. Full timeout called by Harrison. We'll take it as well. 6:44 left to go. Your score, Pendleton County 38, Harrison County 27. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
As we get back to play it, out of the timeout, Pendleton County with the basketball facing full court pressure. Mayer catches the inbounds pass, but the ball's knocked out of bounds by Hudgens. Lady Cats will maintain possession. Spalding looking, gets the ball inbounds to Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick into the front court on the far side, hands the ball to Mayer. Mayer in between the circles, looking for someone to pass to. She's picked up her dribble. She'll give the ball to Spalding. Spalding at the foul line, pull-up jumper, good. 13 points all in the second half for Hannah Spalding, and Harrison County facing their largest deficit at 40-27 with 6:20 left to go. Custard to the elbow, gets the ball to Hicks. Hicks to the foul line to Hudgens, jump shot off to the right, no good. And it's Thacker who brings down the rebound for the Lady Cats. Into the front court comes Pendleton County. They'll get the ball to Spalding in the paint. A floater from 10 is no good, and a charge is going to be called as Lauren Hicks forces Spalding to run her down. That'll be Spalding's first personal foul. So 6:01 left. Harrison down 40-27. Custer with the basketball into the front court. Gets it between the circles. Into the paint to Baker. Left side to Hudgens for three. No. Rebound off the hands of Thacker and out of bounds as she tried to save it. From her own baseline, Custard will trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it to Lunsford. Lunsford on the wing to Hudgens. Hudgens over on the far side to Custard. Custard gets the ball in the paint to Hicks. Hicks double team, fires up a shot, no good, and Thacker will get the rebound. In the front court come the Lady Cats on the left side first in the paint to Thacker. Thacker backs up Hicks. Now gets the ball to Spalding. Her shot from point-blank range is no good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it back to the Fillies as Savannah Kennedy checks back in. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Into the front court with the basketball comes Custard. Custard in the wing to Hudgens. Hudgens back up top to Custard again. She'll hand the ball to Lunsford for a three-point try. Ooh, way off to the right. Just barely grazed everything. And Verst gets the rebound in the front court. Down low to Mayer. And Mayer lays it up and in. Kirsten Mayer makes it 42-27. 4:53 left. Now in the front court, Custard puts up a shot that's no good, but it was blocked out of bounds by Spalding. So the Fillies will maintain possession. 4:49 left to go. Harrison County in dire straits right now. Lunsford gets the ball inbounds to Custard. Custard up top to Hudgens for a three-point try. No. And the rebound is going to be saved from going out of bounds by Thacker. Up the floor come the Lady Cats. In the corner, Mayer has it. Mayer, a skip pass up top to Verst. On the baseline to Thacker for a 10-footer that's short. And the rebound pulled in by Hicks. In the front court comes Hudgens to the basket. Her layup is good. 4 points now for Bailey Hudgens. And that gets the deficit narrowed down to 42-29. 4:19 left, and now a turnover committed by Pendleton County. Baker back in the game now for Harrison. From her own baseline, Lunsford will trigger the inbounds pass. Lunsford looking. Gets it to Custard on the baseline. Custard goes to the blocker. Shot good from there. 10 points now for Keeley, which gets the deficit down to 42-31. 4:10 left to go on the clock. And now another turnover by Pendleton County. So they had trouble getting the ball inbounds again. Lunsford from her own baseline. Looking, lobs it up top to Baker. Baker at the elbow is going to be fouled by Mayer. That'll be Kirsten Mayer's first personal foul. Timeout called by Pendleton County. We'll take it as well. 4:08 left to go. Your score, Pendleton County 42, Harrison County 31. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Harrison County down by 11 after trailing by as many as 15, so maybe momentum's starting to come back our way. Do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Baker gets the ball to Hudgens. Hudgens to Custard for a three. Rattles out, no good. Rebound by Baker. Her putback is no good. And then it's going to be Verst who brings down the board. In the front court with the basketball come the Lady Cats. Verst will be fouled by Hudgens out front. There'll be 3 fouls on Bailey. Remember, she had 2 early in the first quarter. So Pendleton County will maintain possession and the 11-point lead as we go under 4 minutes to go. From the far hash mark, Verst gets the ball inbounds to Mayer. Mayer gets it down low to Thacker. A lot of contact, no call, and Thacker makes the easy bucket. Her first of the night. Makes it 44-31. 3:30 left. Baker with the basketball in the paint, kicks it up to Hudgens for a three-point try. Off the flange, no good. And the rebound coming into the hands of Verst. In the front court with the basketball, the Lady Cats. That's Verst for a three-point try. Missed everything. But there for the offensive rebound and put back is Skylar Thacker. 4 points for her now as the lead for the Lady Cats goes back out to 15 at 46-31. Now a shot put up no good by Hicks. Thacker gets the rebound again. In the front court, a three from the corner by Selena Rarick is good. 6 points now for Selena Rarick. And Harrison County finds themselves behind 49-31 as we take a timeout. With 2:45 left to go, things are not looking good for the good guys. You're listening to Phillies basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County down by 18 with time running out at 2:45. Custard will receive the inbounds pass. She lets it roll across the timeline to save some seconds that might be valuable coming towards the end of this game. Custard on the left side, stops and pops from 12, no good. Rebound picked up by Hicks. Hurst put back is no good. And Hicks once again gets the rebound. Here's a third try, no good by Lunsford. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on Harrison County. And still not the bonus yet. Here's a pass inbounds to Mayer. Mayer drops the ball down low to Thacker, who misses the shot. And Hicks will get the rebound. Up the floor, Custard from the right elbow. Kicks it in the corner. A three by Hudgens is no good as it rolls off the other side. And Lunsford got the rebound and kicked it back out front. And now a scrum for the ball down low near the basket. Jump ball, give the ball back to Pendleton County, I believe, as Carson checks in for Harrison County. 2:04 left to go. Harrison trailing 49-31. Also coming in for the Phillies will be Naomi Farrar Laws. Laws, a 5'7" freshman, averaging 0.8 points a game. Full court pressure being applied by the Phillies. Inbounds pass is nearly stolen by Hutchins, but she can't keep the ball from going out of bounds. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Inbounds pass comes to Selena Rarick. Selena Rarick is going to be fouled by Lunsford. It'll be Hayden's first. Comes with 2:01 left to go. 49-31 your score. Harrison County has trailed all the way in this one. Inbounds pass comes to Mayer at the top of the key. Mayer dribbles to the right side, dumps it down low to Thacker. Thacker's shot good. 6 points for Skylar Thacker. Makes the score 51-31. Here's a shot put up by Custard, no good. And once again, it's Thacker who gets the rebound. In the front court come the Lady Cats. With the ball near the center line is Spalding. 30-second timeout called by Pendleton County. So we'll keep it right here. Boy, how disappointing is this? This was a decisive game to get the number 1 seed in the 38th district tournament. It should have been big enough incentive as it was, but then we found out that Lily Ashcraft was unable to play because of the flu. And all that Pendleton County has done is gone out there and whipped our butts. Very disappointing. Now, Coach Watson will call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout as well. Unreal. Harrison County is going to drop to 12 timeout. Well, we'll keep it right here as we picked it up too late. But 51-31 your score. And it's been all Lady Cats all the way. Coming in for Harrison County, Emma Waterlow, 5'10 junior, averaging 3.1. Alyssa Williams, 6'1 sophomore, averaging 1.4. Also, Katie Linville comes in. She's a 5'8 senior, averaging 1.5. As we said, Laws and Carson both came in. Pendleton County, meanwhile, will improve to 11-13. And like I said, that will create a 3-way tie. Now, Pendleton County still has Robertson County to play one more time, but I'm pretty sure that they'll win. So anyway, here we go. Ball back in play. Spalding gets the ball to Thacker. Thacker up and under move. Her shot's no good, and she's going to be traveling as well. That's now 20 turnovers for Pendleton County. Mass substitutions now for the Lady Cats as well. Lily King, a junior, averaging 0.2, comes into the game. Also Bailey Kelly, 5' sophomore, averaging a half a point. KB Appleman, an 8th grader, averaging a 1.5 is in there. Linville gets the ball to Carson on the left side to Wadlow for 3. Good. So there's a Joe Cochran out at State Farm 3-pointer for you. To make the score 51-34. Just over a minute left to go, though. Now, bad pass goes out of bounds off of Pendleton County. Let's see, Malia Gosney's in the game. Sophomore, averaging 1.1. In the front court comes Carson. Gets to the right side to Linville. Her 15-footer rolls off, no good. And the rebound was pulled in by King. Here's a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wadlow. Emma will get the ball into the front court to Laws. Laws back out on the wing to Wadlow. And the loose ball on the floor is picked up by Harrison. 23 seconds left. Here's a 3 by Carson. That's no good. And the rebound and put back is good by Wadlow. So Wadlow with the basket there. She has 5 points. Carson also got the rebound as the clock winds down to 0. Harrison County loses by a final score of 51-36. And thus will, depending on how things go with Robertson and Pendleton County's game, Harrison County will probably be playing Nicholas County in the first round of the district tournament. Disappointing loss. Disappointing loss. We invite you to join us now for our post-game show. Go over all the scoring and stats from this game, as well as have a chat with Coach Watson and also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, from here on the Hilltop, your final score, Pendleton County 51, Harrison County 36. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Area farmers.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Pulmonologists in the area. HMH pulmonologist Dr. Srinath Anangi gives our patients access to cutting-edge care to tackle chronic conditions like lung cancer, emphysema, asthma, and more. Dr. Anangi offers low-dose CT screenings to detect lung cancer in its earliest stages. Lung cancer detected early improves chances of successful treatment and survival. Harrison Memorial Hospital has been designated a lung cancer screening center by the American College of Radiology. Our pulmonology team offers post-COVID lung risk assessments. With testing, Dr. Anangi can determine damage done and how to protect your lungs in the future. Quality pulmonary care at Harrison Memorial Hospital. Call us today at 859-298-2690.
Feed your farm with Southern States Co-op in Cynthiana. Whether you
member SIPC.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County falls by a final score of 51-36 to the Pendleton County Lady Cats here on the Hilltop tonight. Harrison County now drops to 13-11 overall and 4-2 in district play, while Pendleton County improves to 11-13, and they are now 3-2 in district play as well. It was a game in which Pendleton County took over from the very get-go, scoring 8 points, just boom, boom, boom like that, including a couple of threes, and Fillies just kept falling farther and farther behind, and second half was just completely owned by the Lady Cats. Joined now by Coach Watson, and Coach, it was a game I thought was going to come out pretty well on our side because of missing and that kind of thing, but we just never did take possession of this game.
We got off to another bad start, and we never made baskets. I mean, when you shoot, 20% or something like that, you're not going to be able to win many basketball games. And I felt the second half, it finally started to wear on us defensively. We gave up some easy stuff on the transition, gave up some easy stuff in the half court, gave up some easy stuff on the offensive glass. So we'll go back to work, try to figure it out tomorrow, get ready for Lewis County on Saturday morning. We'll see them again in a couple of weeks at Robertson County in the 2-3 game now. So we'll see what happens. We've got to make shots. I mean, early in the game we missed layups, so we missed wide open threes. We missed short jump shots. We got to find a way to make those shots. I mean, at the high school level, you can't miss some of the shots we miss if we're not guarded inside of 3 feet.
Right.
And we did that. So we're frustrated. Our girls are frustrated, but sun will come up tomorrow. We'll come back in practice and try to get better for the district tournament now.
There are two really frustrating things to me. The first one is we were missing shots, and we only got 7 offensive rebounds. You can't do that.
No, we talked about that at halftime, and it was just a situation where we got bumped a little bit going to the glass sometimes to rebound, and we once we got bumped, we stopped attacking.
Right.
Just things that we have worked on and talked and thought we had gotten past that reared their ugly head tonight. And I thought we had gotten past that. In fact, I just told them in there, I thought we'd gotten past 2 or 3 of the things that came back to bite us tonight. So, like I said, we'll get back at it tomorrow and try to get better for Saturday.
Now, on the positive side, we did force 21 turnovers, but we didn't take advantage of it.
You've got to be able to put the ball in the basket. And again, we have opportunities.
Yeah.
First half defensively, we give up 19 points. We ought to be ahead 6 or 7.
Yeah.
19 points, and 2 of those were one an offensive rebound, kick out 3, and we lost somebody in transition for a wide open 3 burst. So we had some breakdowns today, and they're 15, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, but we've got to find a way. We got to find a way. Coach Marshall, myself, Coach Darnell, Casey, we got to get together and figure out what's best for this basketball team.
I'm just hoping that the girls are back in the locker room and have just a really bad taste in their mouth, making them want to say to themselves, maybe not from the coaching staff, that's something that has to come from the girls to say, listen, we've only got 3 weeks left in the regular season. We've got to stop screwing around and start doing things right.
Well, I hope they are too, because I've talked till I'm blue in the face about certain things. Coach Marshall has as well. Things that we drill on and we get taken care of from a drill setting that we can't convey out here, and it's frustrating. It obviously more frustrating when you shoot 20%, but it's frustrating that we didn't compete at certain times how we have competed for most of the season.
Yeah, I thought we had gotten back some stuff too, and especially the last 3 games we played so well, being aggressive and that kind of thing, but all of a sudden we lacked energy. We just didn't have any energy out there tonight.
And I don't know, we had a very light practice, more of a walkthrough yesterday. I thought we'd have been more tired last weekend than we were today. And again, we're pulling straws, trying some things we haven't tried all year just to try to get some energy involved.
Right.
Or to get a better look at the basket than we were getting, even though we're getting wide open jump shots and at times inside the arc or inside the lane. It's just one of those nights where the ball just didn't go in, and we've got to find a way to combat that on the defensive end. Like you said, 21 turnovers, we don't convert those into points.
Yeah. I mean, they try to give it to us. But on the positive side, we do get to go up to the Hoosier Gym on Saturday, and at least I hope that it'll be a positive experience for the girls. I was thinking at work today, how many of these girls have ever seen the movie Hoosiers and understand what this court is all about?
Well, we have a lock-in in the fall, and the girls do, and the female coaches do with them. And they started watching Hoosiers, and about half of them fell asleep. So they may understand that we're when they get up there and see it, but we'll find that out Saturday morning.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Coach. I'm just so upset right now. I can't hardly stand it.
Well, that puts you in the majority right now. You can be part of our coaching staff. I'm telling you, because we're as frustrated with that as we have been all year. And like I said, I thought we had passed some things, matured in some things, some areas, and obviously that's not the case.
Well, the good thing is we still do have 3 weeks and just about 9 games, I think, but it's closing in on us soon, Coach.
It is, and we talked about that in practice. We're down to single digits from a practice standpoint, and it'll be here before we know it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Coach, and we'll talk to you up in Indiana on Saturday.
Yes, sir, Jim. Thank you.
All righty. Head Phillies basketball coach Bill Watson after the Phillies fall to the Pendleton County Lady Cats here tonight, 51-36. Let's go over the individual scoring as I try to get the print out. Hard to get that just that right placed. There. Maybe that'll be the right place. For Pendleton County, they placed 2 players in double figures, led by Hannah Spalding's 13. All of Hannah Spalding's 13 came in the second half, and I think she was really a big key to this win for Lady Cats, as some of her other teammates were starting to falter a bit as far as missing shots, but Spalding just kind of took over there for a while and said, give it to me, I'll make the shots, and she did, scoring all 13 of her points in the final 2 quarters, so kudos to her for that. Excuse me. Also in double figures was Kirsten Mayer. She did not score the first time these 2 teams played each other, which is hard to believe, but she comes up with 12 points tonight, 8 of those coming in the first half, including 2 big, huge 3-pointers that Harrison County was starting to come back a little bit. She got 1 3-pointer that kind of pushed us back. Then we were starting to come back again. She made another big 3, so 2 big 3s for Kirsten Mayer tonight in her team's victory. Also scoring for the Lady Cats in single digits. Maybe I should take my hand away. Scoring 6 points each for Madison Verst, as well as Skylar Thacker and Selena Rarick. I thought Selena Rarick did a nice job of handling the ball. 5 points were scored by Kylie Dunn, and 3 points by Savannah Rarick back in the second quarter. Also playing but not scoring. Some of these girls came in at the very last. Bailey Kelly, Malia Gosney, KB Appleman, and Lily King. For Harrison County, Keely Custard led the way with 10. 8 points for Hayden Lunsford, including a couple of 3-pointers. 7 for Jersey Baker, all 7 coming in the third quarter. Bailey Hudgens was held to 4 points, and only a couple of points scored by Lauren Hicks, as she was in foul trouble much of the game. Also playing but not scoring, Maddie Carson, Alyssa Williams, Savannah Kennedy, Naomi Farrar-Laws, and Katie Linville. Also Emma Wadlow got in the game and scored 5 points there at the very end, a 3 and a 2. That's the way the individual numbers come together. We'll take a break, come back and tell you what the team stats look like, as well as name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Fillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
All right, let's very quickly go over your team stats tonight. Harrison County makes only 15 out of 63 shots. That's 23.8%. They fired up 27 3-pointers and made just 4. For Pendleton County, they were 19 out of 46 for 41.3%. They attempted 18 from beyond the arc and made 7. Harrison County only went to the line twice tonight, making both for 100%, while Pendleton County was 6 of 8. That's 75%. Talked about the turnover situation. The Fillies only turned the ball over 10 times, which is a positive. Pendleton County was forced into 21, but as Coach and I were talking about, we didn't do a very good job of converting on those points off turnovers. And the rebounding battle was won by Pendleton County 33-22. 7 offensive and 26 defensive boards for the Lady Cats. They were led in rebounding by Skylar Thacker, who brought down 12 rebounds, including 6 in the pivotal fourth quarter. For Harrison County, 7 offensive and 15 defensive rebounds for their 22. Leading the way was Lauren Hicks, who had 7 boards tonight. As far as our Judy Construction Company player of the game, we'll give it to Keely Custard. Keely with 10 points tonight to lead her team. She also contributed 4 rebounds. So congratulations to Keely Custard, our Judy Construction Company player of the game. Phillies' next game will be this coming Saturday when we'll head to Knightstown, Indiana to play at the Hoosier Gym. The Hoosier Gym is one of the courts that the movie makers used as a prop in the movie Hoosiers. So it'll be fun, at least for the old people, to go up there and watch that game and play in that game. That'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. We'll be taking on the Lady Lions of Lewis County in that particular ball game. But we got more basketball coming up tomorrow night as the Pendleton County Wildcats come to town for what will be a decisive district game to determine who will be the number 1 seed. If Harrison County wins, they'll be the number 1 seed in the postseason tournament. So coming up and support your Thoroughbreds tomorrow night when Pendleton County and Harrison County played the first time up in Falmouth a couple of weeks ago. Harrison County won in double overtime, 55-53. I expect no different this time around. So coming up to the Hilltop and support your Thoroughbreds tomorrow night here at the Hilltop. I want to thank my engineer back at the station, Ed Lewis, for doing a great job as he always does. And as always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without their help, we would not be able to get Harrison County basketball on the air. So from the Hilltop, your final score for the final time, Pendleton County 51, Harrison County 36.